Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents. Trying to get myself angled properly because I'm sitting here and the sun is shining beautifully. We have a nice little lineup. I am back. We have a nice little lineup. I'm back. Yes, I was on punishment with the YouTube world. Um, my whole, the whole network itself, is weird, but it is what it is. It's so funny how so many people can do exactly what I did, but for some reason, when I do it, I get a strike. I've done seen so many people, do music reviews, so on and so forth, and I do a music review and I get a copyright strike. I don't know what's going on. One of my channels get taken down. Now, next one got two strikes. One strike is from Lennon Honor. I don't know why he gave me a strike. I guess because I call him Coon. And so I get a copyright strike because of that. And now I get copyright strike because I'm doing music. So hopefully I don't, get my channel taken down because I'm gonna talk about flip floppers. We're gonna talk about flip floppers, folks. Those people who be flip flopping all over the place. I was in conversation with someone and they told me about something briefly, not really in depth. Just they was just speaking. They was talking, and they just said someone's name and they was continue talking. And I was like, oh, what? So I was trying to figure out what's it all about. And so I don't like giving too many people too much energy, but I heard something about grown man and some type of disagreement with you know the new partner in crime. So I'm trying to figure out what that's all about. So if I can get some intel about why grown man has beef with new buddy, I would like to know. Like I said, I'm not in the YouTube street, so I don't know what's going on. But one of my people's was just briefing me on what's going on. I gotta find out. But someone can let me know what's going on. I would like to know. It's all about flip flopping. We have so many people that be flip flopping all over the place. And so we're going to talk about the flip floppers because I would like to know why people are beefing with one another. You know what I'm saying? How could they be beefing, then friends and beefing? They're going to be buddies again. Flip flopping is crazy. So when you look at flip flopping, I look at people who be flip flopping all over the place and the persons that they was flip flopping for. You got Donald Trump, you got Kanye West, um, you got Umar Johnson. Did I put another person? I don't know. Did I put another person in this live stream? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I don't know what I'll be putting in this live stream. All I just know is that we're gonna talk about Kanye West, Donald Trump, and Umar Johnson, and those people who've been flip flopping from side to side with these men, and how they bash these men, and then next thing you know, they try to side with these men. I don't know. I'm not understanding. You even got Leonard on the one of the biggest flip floppers. He's talking about now. Oh, I was rooting for Umar Johnson. I was cheering for him. I was trying to side with him. I was trying to root for him. Oh, we're gonna talk about flip flopping. And what's the flip flopping for? It's flip flopping for notoriety, views, cash app, donations, PayPal's, whatever way they can get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the people are doing. They've been doing it, and it's amazing how they use you to flip flop. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to go into it. We're going to briefly talk about Donald Trump because Donald Trump has been in everyone's mouth since I was a child. I'm talking about early 90s. He was in everyone's mouth. 80s, everyone's mouth. Oprah's mouth, everyone's mouth. Okay? Everyone's mouth. Mike Tyson mouth. Every rapper's mouth. But for some reason, flip-flopping is like a disease that all it has to do is take one person to say something. The next thing you know, it's easy for everyone to start flipping and flopping, belly flopping. And that's what's so amazing. Sorry that I was late, you know what I'm saying? My timing was a little off. I went to go pick up some product and the product threw me off. But flip floppers never fail. You know what I'm saying? Never, ever, never, ever fail. It's so amazing how, you could just you could just see when it's gonna happen when people gonna flip flop. And it's so sad, like I say, all these people. I can imagine how Donald Trump is sitting and feeling about looking at all and how he's feeling about flip floppers. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how Donald Trump is looking and feeling about all the people? Matter of fact, he already knew that people was gonna flip and they was gonna flop. Many people know that like myself, I know people gonna flip and flop. And even if they flip and flop and they try to hide it and hold it and disguise it, I still know they flipping and flopping. And it's so amazing that when you look at like a Donald Trump, I can imagine how you just recognize all the flip floppers. It's so sad that so many flip floppers in the world who can't stay stable in their minds. And that's why I don't like the internet, because there's too many unstable minded people who think they have a voice and opinion, and that it really, truly, truly matters to the world, that the world needs to know their voice and opinion. And most of the people are coons who's retards who was probably in special ed. Okay, shout out to all those people who graduated on time. Shout out to all those people who pursued their after graduation. They pursued their degree and their education, and they continued their education and got degrees. And shout out to you folks. Shout out to all those folks who continue who was able to finish school. You know what I'm saying? You too can have a voice, even if you didn't continue with your education in the college world, but you still found ways to get educated. Shout out to you. You still have a voice. But those people who dropped out of school, those people who was class clowns, those people who were retards, those people who were special ed for whatever fucking reason. I don't care if it was just because of your behavior. You couldn't maintain yourself still in life. So there's still an education process that you failed. So those people don't have too much of a voice, but for some reason, they have the biggest freaking voice and they the biggest flip floppers. Shout out to you. Everyone get a shout out. Shout out to you too. We're going to block you. I thought I blocked you off the Now I don't know what's going on. Like I said earlier, an error occurred. Try refreshing the page. I thought I did that. I don't know if my live is still going live or what, but they're saying there's an error. I thought I tried to take this person off earlier. I'm going to try and see if I can post something. Something's going wrong with my live. I can't post still. Me not know what's the problem. So hopefully my live is continuing and still going. It's fresh. If someone can post something out there and let me know if I'm going live. Star comment. What the hell? Okay, there you go. So you on timeout, but I need you to be blocked. So I was able to do that. So flip floppers. Before I really keep continue about Donald Trump and Kanye West, I just want to stay focused on the real flip flopper, the real flip floppers, the natural flip floppers in the world. You don't even have to have like a celebrity that you flip flopping on your views. I'm just talking about how you just flip flop on your friends, how you flip flop on your family, just that whole flip flopping mentality. You know what I'm saying? Is you and easily able to flip flop. Like I said before, there was a movie with Denzel Washington. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was an old movie back in the days when he was younger, when he had curly hair, and he was a detective. He always played detective. He was a detective, and he was he was looking for what he didn't know, but it was actually a spirit, and it was an evil entity. And so, he was a demon. And so like this demon just went into different people bodies ASAP, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what this whole flip flopper shit is. You a portal. You are flip floppers basically are portals. You know what I'm saying? They allow demonic entities to go through them, and they basically spread negative energy. That's what flip floppers really are. You know what I'm saying? Like when you on the team, you know what I'm saying, and you playing a sport, you don't want no flip floppers on your team because you know what I'm saying, especially when they have hate for you when you the star player. You know what I'm saying? Then they cause a negative energy and the mutiny against you, and you the captain. And so now your team not listening to you because they listen to the flip flopper, which is the demon portal, the gatekeeper, the person who's allowing this demon into the dugout, into onto the field, into the locker room. And so flip floppers, you guys gotta cut that shit out. You guys are allowing demons in you. And you gotta look deeper. Like I say, this ain't no comedy show. This is real flip. This is about real flip floppers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what spirit you serving, what God you serve. And that's what flip flopping is all about. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what flip flopping roots come from. And the roots of flip flopping all stems from who are allowing what spirit into them. And it's easy for this internet for you to be, easily possessed with other spirits because, especially if you're addicted to this social media shit, if you're addicted to this YouTube shit, if you're addicted to the TikTok shit, if you're addicted to the Facebook shit, if you're addicted to all that shit, then you are one who's capable of being possessed easily. And that's where we at with flip-flopping, the root of flip-flopping. That's what the internet do. It makes you flip-flop because of what you hear from here, and you heard this person opinion, and you heard this person reaction, and you heard this person, then this person celebrity. Come on, you flip-flopper. Where's your mind stable on? Nah, you allow demonic entities into you because you're not a strong-willed person. So we're going to talk about the flip-floppers and why they flip-flop and how they change narratives and how they get things that you don't even know what's really happening in the spirit world, and they can make it in this carnal world. They can make it become a reality to all those weak-minded people. Flip-floppers. Flip-floppers. Well, I guess I say that for when I'm about to end my live. But flip-floppers, you guys got to wake up. Slew, what it do? Slew, how are you? My dude. What's up, peeps? Yeah, we talk about flip-flopping and all the other shit. And like I say, I spoke to someone and they said something about grown man. And I need someone to let me know what's the situation with grown man. Like I said, I'm not trying to give him too much burn in his life, but I do want to know why some flip-flopping took place. What was the flip-flopping? I heard it was a little beef, little quarrel, little misunderstanding, you know what I'm saying, with some new buddies of his. Funny how grown man didn't want to be a content creator, you know, that's what he said. He was Beyonce, he was, you know, but all of a sudden now he want to be in the mix. That's that flip-flopping shit, you know what I'm saying? Watching everybody else shine, having hate, watching everybody else shine. That flip-flopping shit. Cats who say, "No, I ain't no, no, that's not what it is." Like I told y'all folks, sometimes in life you are designed to do some things. I try to stay away from the internet, although I knew I had to be part of it 20 some years ago. I finally had to be introduced to the world of the internet through this situation. I'm not an internet content creator, but I will discuss and talk about these situations because I am an activist. That's the difference. If I do not use it, I will not be able to reach the level of where I have to reach and reach the people who I have to reach. So I must use this portal, this platform to support them. But just like Neo, you have to join it to destroy it. So I'm gonna destroy all the flip-floppers, the evil flip-floppers, and we're gonna help those who are ready to get back on the right side. You're all gonna be part of the ultimate trolling warriors, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, what's all this flip-flop action going on? People just hating on one another's success and whatever it is that they are doing. I don't know why you're hating on a person who be able to have 10 to 20 people on the live stream, 30 people on the live stream. Oh, they got 80 people on the live stream. Why hate on that? Be happy that you watch them grow from, you know, one or two to something. Oh, because you a portal. And so you allow the demon in you, and so you have nothing but hate in your blood. So you're gonna flip flop all over the place on them and find things negative to speak about them just so that you can have some content, so that you can become a creator, so that you can become so you can have a following. That's that crazy shit. That's that addiction. That's that class clown shit, to be honest. Like I said, that's that class clown mentality. Somebody's getting attention, so now you're trying to figure out a way that you can get the attention. And so once you figured out the way you can get the attention, now you're running with it. And normally it's ridiculing someone else. I get it. I get it. That flip flopping shit. You was a friend before, now it's on you the foe because you get more recognition and you get more friends by talking about the friend that gets all the props. Cornball. Funny. Here you got Umar Johnson. I got Kanye West in between, but you got Umar Johnson, and then you had me sitting in the back telling Umar Johnson like, "Yo, I really got your back," and then now you got me looking like some cornball talking about you. That shit makes me mad as fuck. But because you a freaking fool and you don't get it, I now have to come out of my realm of who I am with about black men rise, and now I have to bring you down to pick you the fuck back up. No flip flopping. It's the mission. Because my portal's good. So for all you flip floppers over there who's riding the Umar wave, then you off the Umar wave, then you riding the Umar wave, then you talk about the people that's still riding the Umar wave, then next thing you know you riding their wave. It's like, yo, cut this flip flopping shit off. If we're not correcting the problem, period, all we doing is allowing demonic entities into the movement that we must do. So now we're going to go back to Donald Trump for the flip-floppers, because I ain't flip-flopping. I lost a shitload of women in the time of Donald Trump run, because in my time of that whole Donald Trump run, I was on the road a lot. I was traveling a lot. I didn't meet a lot of women, but the women in the year and a half of me meeting was women power people. Women power people. Women, see, I want you to understand. There's world power. Back in the days when in the 50s and 60s, I mean, they were screaming black power. Black power had no gender. Black power was black power. But right now we have this new movement of women power. And that is the problem. Because when you focus on women problem, you don't see women power, you don't see the problems of the world as a whole, because you just focus on the women power empowerment movement. And so when you have this cat Donald Trump come on the scene, and he's a man, he's a white man, he's a man, he's a white man. Some people might even say he's a cracker. Some people might say he's a racist, but I say he's a man first. And he's saying this and he's saying that, he's saying this, he's saying that, yo, he's for the Lord, he's for God. You know, for all those people might not be Christians and all that stuff, he still has certain morals that I'm listening to, like, yo, that's kind of cool. But when you have another man who's flip-flopping all over the place, you have a woman flip-flopping all over the place, y'all folks don't get it. You're gonna say, oh, Trump was flip-flopping all over the place. He was playing a game with you folks. Just like all these real men be playing games, pimps be playing games and getting what they got. He was playing a game. But he's strong on his stance. He's not for this, he's not for that, he's not for this, he's not for that. And so I say that men need to really congregate and stop flip-flopping because of they listen to women power. And men have to decide that, or am I a man? Am I going to stand on men morals and what it is to be a man, and know what it is to be a man first? Because like I said, I ain't talking to retards. You don't have the voice. Remember that. I said that earlier. Just because you're a man, but you're a retard though. You're a retarded man. You gotta sit down. I mean, this is gonna sound real fucked up, but you're a special ed man, and because you special ed, you have to play the cut. You have to prove that you can come to the table to have the conversation. Because you special, and not special in a good way, special in a fucked up way. So you must prove that you can come to the table. So you don't have a voice until you prove. See, like I said, when I'm talking about this manpower, I ain't talking about just bozos talking. So manpower don't have no color. So when it comes to elections and putting people in power, if these are people that we have to play with, and these are this is chess, not checkers. These are people that we have to play with. These are people we have to move. We better know how to move these pieces as opposed to lose the pieces because we are fucking flip-flop because we found behind the leads of emotional human beings who are portals for demonic entities, and they are called flip-floppers. Once Trump really got through everything that he was fighting through, he had a wave. And once he had a wave, they did not flip-flop. It wasn't no, oh, I'm with Bernie, I'm with Hillary, oh, I'm with Hillary, I'm with Bernie. It was, I'm with Trump, and they was solid on that shit. After they got through all that grab that pussy shit, after they got through all the little scandals, after they got through all the tax shit, after they put that all to the mother freaking back burner. Once they put that shit to the back burner, you dig? They say, yo, what is he really talking about? And that's the problem with flip-floppers. They can't put shit to the back burner to really hear the overall fucking roots of what's the fuck going on. That's why this fucking dude said straight up and down, black people, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Basically, y'all motherfuckers just been flip-flopping all your fucking free lives. Did y'all hear what I just said? Black people been flip-flopping all their free lives. Y'all don't get it. Stop this flip-flopping shit. And so that leads me to Kanye West. Black people been Donald Trump said, black people, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Just chill. Y'all don't even know what the fuck going on. So it leads to Kanye West. I remember the morning that Kanye West did what he did. I was sitting chilling with this young lady, and I looked up and yo, I swear, yo, I was talking to her about Kanye West. And I was like, yo, Kanye West got the only way he could save himself. And I said this shit. This would spook me the fuck out. She looked at me like, what the hell? And I said this. I said, yo, the only way Kanye West can save himself, he got to get with Donald Trump. And she said, what? I said, he got to get with Donald Trump. We looking at the goddamn TV and Kanye West shaking hands with Donald Trump. I said, I told you. Because Kanye West is elite. See, I don't, this chess. I think elite. I know how to think. Even in low, I know how to think. That's what kept me out of jail. All those signs of me being young with these rugrats, these riffraffs, these hooligans, mob niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying to you is that I saw it because I knew what he needed to do. If I was his publicist, if I was his anything, his public relations, if I was his manager, if I was his dude, I'd be like, yo, you gotta run, you gotta get with Trump, my dude. Because why? Because of course he knows Trump. Trump is running for president. Nigga, get with Trump. And he did. And Trump already knew, like, yo, my dude, yo, he's a good man. Y'all don't even know what the conversation really was about. I do, because I see through stuff and I know what the fuck is really going on, because you got to know where the world is at. You got to know the temperature of this world, folks. As long as y'all caught up with that illusion that Kanye West was talking about, that the Jews want y'all the motherfuckers be in, so they can keep monopolizing off of that shit. They make more money y'all in the fake world than in the real world. Because if y'all were in the real world, then y'all be fucking mad and be fucking war and chaos. You flip-floppers. You've been flip-flopping since you've been free. What the fuck, you fucking homos and you stupid bitches? And excuse my language, because that's hitting me really hard right now, because you've been free. And when we was fighting for freedom, what we was doing, I said the word, we was fighting, because we had to fight for our freedom. And now we free and we chilling because we flip-floppers. We didn't want to be free. We wanted to be underneath the damn master. And so when a person say, what he say such about Harry Tubman didn't free slaves, and when he say that you want to be free, y'all stupid motherfuckers don't get it, because you don't see it, because you're flip-floppers. And that's what we talking about. And flip-floppers, now you're gonna want to hear what I'm saying. And I wish I could delete every single curse that I put and said. And I wish I can fill it in with another word, another adjective, another noun, another verb. I wish I could change all those words right now, so that that message could have came out a little bit more eloquent. But when I'm talking about this, I just got a little bit emotional because I'm thinking about shit. I didn't want to talk about Kanye West because I already see what's about to happen. Kanye West is about to be Michael Jackson to the highest level, and the flip-floppers are doing it. Never did I even, when I mentioned Coons of the Year, I never spoke Kanye West to be a Coon of the Year. He was never even a thought to be a candidate. And you want to know why? Because there's a method to the person's madness of where you act and knowing how to move, and it's on that board. We ain't talk about the YouTube streets. We talk about the real world and that board of life. He has to speak a certain language for these people to fucking know what he's talking about. People he's talking about runs the world. So he got to speak their language so they can know what he's talking about, and know that he know what they know, and let them know, yo, I ain't fucking playing. While he's not letting you know, because he let you know, then he dies. So the language he must speak must be their language. As you listen to it, you not understand their language, and you try to say, oh, that's rich people talk. Nigga, rich people talk is your talk, because rich people rule you, you morons. Play games. That's why you can't let retards and special ed motherfuckers converse. You can't give everybody a mic. You can't give everybody power, but everybody got a fucking phone. So damn, we in trouble. Damn, we in trouble because the morons are talking. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Icy Dawn in the house. We're talking about flip-floppers. We was discussing how we must end the flip-flopping disease because flip-flopping is a disease and we got to stop the flip-flopping. Leonard Honor is a major flip-flopper. Like I say, for years he made videos on Umar Johnson. For years, he's still going to make videos of Umar Johnson. But listen to his language. Before he was like, oh, he gonna need to go jail. He need to go jail. He's the worst thing to society. Now I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. I wish that he can come through. I wish he can make this happen. If he want to come, I do a video. If he want to come to do a interview, hey, I pay him $500. He's the biggest flip flopper across the planet. But nah, people say, oh, you hating. No, I'm calling out people for what they are. If I say Lynn, if I say this person, I say that person, it don't matter what the name is. I'm talking about flip-flopping. So when you look at Kanye West now, when you look at Black Men Rise and you look at the Black nation as a whole, what do we do with a Kanye West? Do we lynch him? We send him to the lynch mob? Or do we utilize Kanye West for the piece that he is on this chessboard? Because he's definitely a piece on the chessboard, and I can't deny it. And you shouldn't deny it neither. And the more you deny it, it's more you being a flip-flopper, and that's you being a demon. I'm talking about my Black people. He played the game all the way to even, like, he played the game like a spy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you watch the movie James Bond, if you want it to be a Black James Bond. I'm gonna call Kanye West the Black James. I'm gonna call Kanye West the Black James Bond of the music industry. That's who Kanye West is. He's the Black James Bond of the music industry. Y'all want Idris Elba, whatever that dude name is, to be the fucking the Black James Bond? Well, Kanye West is the real life Black James Bond of the music industry. He's the spy. He's the spook behind the door. He played it all the way where he got white black babies. Do you understand? Like Total Recall, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you are really being used for like a major mission, you've been married to a person for 10 years, you got a family, but you are still a mother effing undercover. Well, I'm gonna help y'all understand who Kanye West is. If Kanye West don't know who Kanye West is, but Kanye West is getting to know who Kanye West is, and he's coming along. I've had to watch it. I had to give him a chance for 20 years. There was a girl. She says that one of her favorite rappers back then was Kanye West. I said, I gotta listen to him because I don't really listen to his music. I said, he's all right, you know, but something about him I wasn't feeling. Then I really listened to Jesus Walking. I really listened to the words, and I listened. Then I listened to a lot of his songs. I said, you know what? Kanye West is a misunderstood person. And I stood on that. I never flip-flopped from it. So we must understand that Kanye West cannot be booted off by the Black community. He must be used. He's definitely the illest spy. And once we embrace him, see, he said he wanted to be president. Like I say, folks, there's different streets in this country, in this world, on this planet. Once we embrace Kanye West and as a nation of Black folks, because other folks gonna embrace him once we embrace him, we will be able, with Kanye West, folks, listen to what I'm saying. With Kanye West, we will be able to build. I'm gonna use the word empire, but when I'm not using empire negatively, I'm using the word empire in the positive manner. We'll be able to build a kingdom, an empire, a kingdom within our own country with Kanye West. I say that again. With Kanye West, we will be able to build a kingdom, an empire within this country, especially with all the people and the knowledge and the information that we have. Because once Kanye West devalue himself at the level he's at, and meaning, or should I say, demote himself from the level he's at and come back down to the grounds, his money's still high. Just bring his whole everything back down to the grounds of Chi-Town, bring himself back down to the grounds. He was in Southside Jamaica, Queens. He was around the corner from my crib. Bring it back down to the fucking right hood level. We can create empires. So stop flip-flopping, folks. Wake the fuck up. And do one last flip-flop and get on the right side and stop it. Get on the right side and stop it. Get on the right side and stop it. So I touched Donald Trump. We do a few soft tosses to Umar Johnson's, but we're going to stay on Umar Johnson. But first, I got to do something real quick because I got to check something. 1 second. So give me 1 second so I can know what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Sorry, folks. Why I can't block this person? Yo, okay, now I know what I was talking about, or I was missing. Because this person is not a person that's on my radar, but this is a situation that I'm just thinking about because I'm not really familiar with his politics, but I'm just going to talk about the flip flopping that the people have been doing. Dr. Mother effing Oz. Let me tell you about Dr. Oz. Why I'm not flip flopping the way I look at it. Well, it's going to sound weird because I'm okay. I didn't like Dr. Oz for who he was as a doctor. I ain't like how he was just taking Dr. Sebi his whole platform and running with it from the beginning. Okay, I ain't talking about when Nipsey Hussle started talking about. I'm talking about from the beginning because I met Dr. Sebi. I met Dr. Sebi. I've been following Dr. I've been following Dr. Sebi and doing his little program for a minute since '05, but I met him in 19, I'm thinking '02, '01, something like that, '99, something like that. Okay, I met him long time ago, folks. Okay, I'm one at the bottom of who's really supposed to be at the top. I met him long time ago, Dr. Sebi. So when I heard Dr. Oz kicking the shit, I was like, oh God darn it, yo, they got this white man kicking this man's shit. And I was scared. I was scared, and I knew they was gonna kill Dr. Sebi. And that was a long time ago. Because I knew that they was just taking everything and they don't need him no more, and they don't need him to get this out there that he's the one behind it. So I knew that Dr. Sebi's time was ticking a long time ago. I ain't talking about 4 years, 5 years ago. I'm talking about a decade or two. He had his run. When he got locked up, I was like, oh, they're gonna get him, they're gonna get him, they're gonna kill him. Oh shit. And not put negative energy on the brother. It's just that, like I say, folks, this is war. And it was like a soldier. I met a soldier, and I knew the soldier was real. I knew what the soldier's about. I knew what this soldier was. He was more than a soldier. He was a general. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to tell you, when Dr. Oz came on the scene, I was like, they are really stealing our whole shit. This is straight Egypt. They are taking everything of us, and the people just don't know because the people don't know. A lot of people didn't know Illuminati. And even when my man Prodigy was kicking Illuminati through my mind, soul, and my body, y'all didn't know that then. 2000 come, y'all wasn't paying attention then. It wasn't until late 2000 that y'all really was understanding what the fuck. So it was bothering me that I'm like, damn, man. Y'all are really, and when I say y'all, I'm gonna take away y'all, and I'm just gonna corner one crowd. I'm gonna corner the women. The women was fascinated with Dr. Oz. The women was Dr. Oz fanatics. The women was Dr. Oz's major supporters. If you go to his analytical report, you will see that mostly women supported Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz made his revenue off of women, the majority of women. For those ignorant people want to take words um, precisely. And he ran with those coattails. He ran with those women's coattails for years, for years, for years. And then they said, yo, we can push Dr. Mother effing Oz. The same way we push Donald Trump, we can push this celebrity because it was already planned. Because like I say, they already hijacked the movement. So they need the movement to make this man, make him known. So they hijacked Dr. Sebi's movement. Gave him the platform, excuse me for this spit, gave him the platform, and then from that platform, he raised enough money to be able to organize a major political campaign. So my views on Dr. Oz is like he's part of a major strategy. Whose strategy? He's a Republican. Now, everybody look at the Republican Party as a disgrace party. And look at black people look at the Republican Party as a disgrace party. I remember years ago, like I'm talking about like when I was like 19, maybe 20, 21, 22. No, I was about 22. And I was in the church and I was working in the church. And the man, one of the directors, he was talking to me, he was talking about how he's a Republican. And he broke it down to me why he's a Republican. And from that reason, it always stood in me to keep my eyes open with these politicians. So I started listening to Republicans' views and what they talk about. This world is so messed up that both sides are so horrible. Okay? This world is so messed up that both sides are so horrible, but there's one side that's a little more horrible than the other. You guys got to really decide which side that is. If you want to open up a book, if you want to call it a fake book or a real book, you open up a book called the Bible, it talks about a lot of shit in there. And then you see a group that is really say fuck that book. And then when you have, I'm sitting in the car, I can turn the car on right now, the radio, and the commercial will come on, talk about back when you was growing up, you used to be able to tell the difference between the boy and the girl. Now you can't. And just to hear that, I don't care how you feel about it. It's like it can make you chuckle, it can make you laugh, but it's just a major factor. Like, yo, where the fuck are we going? Where they are now. Back in the days, there was a drink. It was a soda called A-Treat. Now, Dr. Oz, you're a doctor. Okay, you in medicine, you in medical field. There was a drink, it was called A-Treat. A-Treat. It was soda pop. It was in the hood. Real cheap, real cheap. 24 ounces of 50-cent soda back in the days. Like, what the fuck? And I'm talking about back in the days. Y'all just getting now. I'm talking about back in the days, 25 for 50 cents. Like, yo, what in the world? I'm talking about when I was in high school. We in the 90s. 50-cent soda. It was a wave. It was a frenzy. Then next thing you know, word got out that 50-cent soda will make boys sterile. And next thing you know, A-Tree kind of disappeared off the market. Why? Not really off the market because they still have it, but it disappeared the way it was really being sold. They're still around, but the way it was just being blown out, nah. Because we start waking up. They was in our community doing some experiment with us. Okay, so now in the 90s, now we talk about 2020s. Now they talk about they have it where you would a little 17-year-old can go and get this shit that they've been experimenting on us for testing on us for shit 25 years, and now is you can just come and get it, boom, popped up in you because we know it works because we watch the population control, we do the census, we know what's happening. we see what our effect is, which would get a person. Well, I forget the damn dude. What's the rich dude name from Google now? Who's into who want to get into farming, want to get to everything now? What's that dude name? I can't remember his name. That rich dude, the billionaire. Now he want to get to farming. He want to get into medicine. He want to get to everything because they, like I say, the shit worked. They've been behind it. They've been making us sterile and pumping estrogen in females. That's why this wave from the last 25 years is stronger than ever because it's a major medical wave. You fucking play games if you freaking want to. Oh no, you can't say. Shut the fuck up, you flip flopper. They know what they're doing. And then when you have real men speaking up about it, oh, you homophobic, shut the fuck up. I'm an evil phobic. I don't like evil. Wrong word, not homo, evil. If you say I'm an evil phobic, I'll agree with you. I'm an evil phobic. And that's where we at right now. We gotta stay. Thanks, Bill Gates. Good looks, fam. Bill Gates. So this dude, Bill Gates, and he's heavy into it. And so, like I say, folks, so when you have a Kanye West and he's talking about all these super rich folks, and y'all say, oh, that's rich people problems. No, we'll talk about these folks that's dibbing and dabbing. They got money, they got hundreds of millions of dollars invested into this stock of this company that's focused on this medicine that do this. No, wake up. It's not rich people talk. You need to know rich people talk, you morons. That's why I say you need to know Republican talk. You need to know Democrat talk. You need to know the whole shebang, bang, bang. And Green Party talk and hood power, hood politic talk. You need to know the whole shebang, bang, bang. If you want to have a voice, an opinion, that should be heard. So when you have a Donald Trump and a Kanye West, like I say, folks, y'all gonna flip flop real soon. I promise y'all. All those people who's showing so much love, I mean, so much hate towards those men, y'all gonna flip flop once y'all understand and see the moves that they made on that chessboard. And they've been making moves. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, they've been making moves. But like you said, it's like a Kodak film, one of those Polaroid films that you got shake, 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 shake. It's going to take some time for it to keep shaking for it to fully develop. But once you see the picture, you're going to get it, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, I was wrong." I'm gonna touch it before I disappear. White lies matter. Anything I say is my opinion because I don't know what his thoughts is. So I'm gonna give my opinion on his thoughts on that. If Kanye is who I think Kanye is, this is why I want y'all to do a little bit thinking. Y'all saying, "Oh, Kanye's in trouble now. He talk about those Jews. Kanye's in trouble now. He talk about those Jews." Kanye also had a advertiser on his back saying "White Lives Matter." He was also saying, "Oh, Kanye, he's a hater, but he's in trouble now." We talk about those Jews. He was talking about them from the beginning when he said "White lives matter." Only, and basically saying only their fucking lives matter, folks. And that's that. No one else's lives matter. White lives. That's what he's saying. Okay. He's being super duper fucking castic. That man's hurting. Kim done snatched his kids. Kim is really shitting on him. White lives only fucking matter. I'm a billionaire black fucking man, and my life don't fucking matter. White lives only matter. Look where I can't even fucking have real control of my fucking family. I can't tell my kids what the fuck to wear. This fucking hoe ass bitch got my kids looking like little tramps. White lives matter. But Joe, y'all stupid coon ass dumb Negro retards want to have opinions. Y'all don't even know the science. So with Dr. Oz and all the flip-flopping women, I think Dr. Oz, quiet as kept, as quiet as kept, the actor behind the actor, is a candidate that the people who are smart enough to wake the fuck up can finesse and do a move that he didn't even know he made for us. So I believe that he's a secret key. I believe that Dr. Oz could be used as a secret key if we wake up and know how to use that key. Like I said, I wasn't fucking with him at all, but I just know that in this game, I have to be focused on where I'm at, and I know where I'm at and how I think. So with Dr. Oz, I know that we have to use him as a key. Or everything else is just going to be part of the fucking game. We got over about 60 million children aborted, you know, in a few times, in less than 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So those who support that is kind of like, I don't know. We done destroyed one of our future leaders, one of our future presidents. We destroyed one of them. So, like I said, we have to stop the destruction of what we need to produce. And so, those who want to keep stopping the production with their medicine, their drugs, their changing shit, those are your enemies, folks. Those are your enemies. Anyone who's against that, those are people. And even if their views are fucked up, those are keys that you got to know how to use. And you got to find the vehicles that they fit to. Those who are with the destruction, like totally and changing of the way humans are, those are your enemies. Those who are against it, even if you don't like a lot of their views, those who are against it are keys to vehicles that we must learn how to, must learn where to put them in so we can drive these vehicles. Because we need all vehicles on deck. This is a real war. So with your flip-floppers, like I say, those individuals who's out there and they are supporting the destruction of life. They are in support of the destruction of life by all means. Who cares? It is what it is. It gotta go. This is the way she feels. Oh, this little child wanted to become this. They with the change of what way you was created and what you create. They with it. That's evil. I'm an evil phobic. That's evil. Those who are against that, even if you don't like their views 100%, are keys that you can use as for the vehicles that's out there. You just have to find the vehicles for them. So now we move to Umar Johnson. And like I said, this is for all your flip-floppers. Umar Johnson and all his following people that was flip-flopping from side to side. When I came on the scene, like I said, when I came on the scene, I watched a lot of flip-flopping action take place. It was very sad. You watch Umar flip-flop all over the place. You watch the people who support him flip-flop all over the place. Then you have the people who wasn't supporting him. They was flip-flopping. They were saying, oh, I don't know. I think that, you know, maybe it would be good if you open school. You know what I'm saying? After they done did all this horrible talking and all this horrible bashing and horrible ridicule and horrible everything. Now all of a sudden they want to flip over and the other side say, oh shoot, yo, he got the HVAC. Or maybe salute. Yo, maybe he's gonna get it done. I'm gonna say it to you again. He said it in my face in 2020 of October, around this time. Maybe no, I'm sorry, because I was at the school. What's the 20? Today's 25th? I was at the school today. Let me see. What's today's date? Oh, the 27th. All right. Yeah, when I was first at the school, it was like this week, the 25th, 24th Okay, maybe a week earlier. And he said to me, Don, I have the money for the electricity. I have the money for I have the money for the I'm sending the car to park and people came pulled up on me. He said, I have the money for the electricity. I have the money for the plumbing. I have the money. No, he said I have the money for the HVAC first. I have the money for the plumbing. I have the money for electricity because he was doing the electricity. So I already know he got the money for that. So that's why that was the last thing. He said, but I have the money for the workers. Okay. So if you had the money for the HVAC in 20 mother effing 20, I'm an inside person telling y'all that shit didn't do nothing for me. That he got the HVAC on. Oh, salute, he got the HVAC on. Maybe he's gonna get it done. No, that was 2020. He's had that money for that. I was personally going around trying to find HVACs. One of the reasons why me and him have a problem is because I gave him a card from an HVAC from Philly, and he was like, "Where you get this card from?" Because he knew I was at the school, and I was like, "Oh, from Philly." He said, "When you go to Philly?" I was like, "Oh, I went there the other day." He said, "You have my key?" So that was the first time I had this key, and then that's when he told me not to have the key. And so when I went that Sunday when he didn't respond, that was his without the key. So that's why he was tight. But shit, nigga, I need to go get something to eat. This dude wasn't around, and he's not the brightest of bright. I'll tell him I put it somewhere, and he'll be like, where's that? So I ain't got time for that shit. And plus, then I gotta wait for him. No, when I come back, I'm just trying to go into where I got my dungeon, and that's that. So the whole thing is with the HVAC, him putting the HVAC up in mid in August of 2022 on top of the building. You know what I'm saying? On top of that building. And I know for a fact that the inside of the building is not 100% done. Because he put too much focus on the gym, because he switched his whole mentality to the gym. You guys understand? So he put money into the gym, and his focus was on the gym. He wasn't doing work inside the school. People could say, "How do you know?" It's simple. I ain't gonna blow up his spot, but it's simple. He wasn't doing much work in the school where you can have that school renovated by the end of this year. Now, maybe he got those bathrooms done. Those back rooms, like, I mean, but I'm gonna tell y'all honest God truth. The school, I'm gonna tell you honest God truth. The school wasn't really destroyed like that. I'm gonna tell you honest God truth. So if he got all the electricity work done, if he got everything completely done, if he got that plumbing 100% done, if he got the ceiling tiles put back in, and there's a few walls that's knocked out, which is easy work, that's light work, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe. But that shit should have been done last year. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That could have been done last year because it was light work last year. If it was light work in 2020, it's light work in 2022. So it should have opened up in 2022. But like I told you folks, going back to Umar Johnson for all you flip-floppers, Umar Johnson cannot open the school. That's why he said by the end of the year. You want to know why by the end of the year he cannot open the school? Because he goes to court November. He goes to court in November. That's why he said the end of the year. He can't do nothing with that school until he deals with me. He can't do nothing until he deals with me. That's why I told you back then, and I tell you now, that Umar can't do shit until he deals with me. And I'm trying to understand why y'all don't get that shit. Why is he saying at the end of the year, then the school be able to open? Okay? It's not about finances. It's not about none of that shit. I have to give myself the real credit. It's because of me. Okay, folks? It's because my black ass. He got to go to court with me. He jumped up and down, thought that the case was over. I went to jail. I prayed and prayed like, yo, I can't fail this way, Father. You know I was fighting all this time not to get locked up, not get locked up 30 days before I go to court. No, man, no, this can't be it, Father. So Umar can't open that school because of me. Ask him. Like, we unlocked, yo. I can't wait to do the live on your shit, my dude. I can't wait to do this live on your shit. Let we unlock. Let know that I'm going to really study that live and listen to everything this fucking coon clown cornball was doing. Oh, wasn't he a nominee for Coon of the Year? Let me go back and take a look. Did I have you nominated for Coon of the Year? And now you gonna prove it, my nigga? Because you had your fucking cash app could have fucking rung off the fucking hook if you'd have asked the nigga the right question. You could even set the shit up. You could have been like, yo, now that I got you here, you know, everybody, I have a question I'm going to ask him, but I'm not, you know, but you ain't even set your shit up because you're a cornball. You're a fucking cornball. You a dick rider. Let we don't like know that he's a fucking dick rider. Because how do you not? I didn't watch the whole interview, so I don't know. Maybe I'm an asshole right now. But ask him, did he ask about Don? Did he ask any question about Don? How you not going to ask one question about Don now? All this time, you want to just dick ride. This is what I'm trying to tell you, folks. This is why you can't have retard people fucking in front lines. All this time we have a real topic to talk about, and you reiterating everything that we all know. You talk about everything that we all talk about, but when you have a chance to really go in on something that you know the people need to know, like is your court date affecting the opening of your school? Simple question. What court date? Your court date that you have with Don. Don't you still have a court date with Don? He's saying that you have a court date with him. You came online, you said that you didn't. He's saying that you do. What is it? He asked that simple question. No, you don't want to ask that simple question, though. Because you a coon. He probably even said up like, don't ask me no Don them questions. Don't ask me nothing about Don them. And that itself would have been the red flag where I'd be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. For this question, folks, I need some cash apps because I don't know if me and him gonna be friends again, but no. But that's like some Illuminati type shit. Don't ask me about this, and then you don't answer because what? You pay him. Flip-flopping. I remember back in what was it, December of 2021? January 2021, it was a major and the shit like that. And we was on live and we was on the TC live and we on live jump on there. He said, yo, I'm gonna talk to him, get the situation rectified. He left the live, came back. Yo, he didn't answer his phone. No, I'm gonna have an answer by the end of the week Friday. We went on live. We was asking like, where we unlock at. We unlock disappeared for like a long time. A long time he disappeared. I even think that TC was in certain conversation like yo, I ain't fuck with him. But now I see congratulations. What, because he got an interview with Umar? That's a congratulations? Come on, man. That's like, yo, dude, why the fuck you ain't ask the right questions? My man Don is at my family crib still. He's telling me that he didn't get his money. That ain't right. Ain't no congratulations to this coon. He had the man there. But like I said, I gotta watch the whole video. So before I go live, really ham and on that shit, that's for the next one. We unlock. I'm just setting the stage up. You dig? Come check out that live that I'm gonna do on that We Unlock Umar Johnson's review. I'm gonna do a nice little review. I'm gonna have the laptop. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be like a 3-hour live, 4-hour live. Okay, folks. The We Unlock live stream is going to be a 4-hour live off the rip. I ain't even gonna lie. What day I got that shit locked down for? Is it for Sunday? I hope I got it for Sunday, because if I did, I think I'm setting it up because I want to do a long live. I don't think I'm gonna do nothing for Sunday. So if I'm gonna do anything on Sunday, it's definitely gonna be talk about that whole breakdown of how I fucking feel about We Unlock and his interview. Because that's all my flip flopping. That's what I'm talking about, flip flopping. I'm not happy with that shit. You had the nigga right there. You didn't have to be his enemy. You could have been his best friend by even answering him that question. Give the full breakdown. Nothing else fucking matters. I don't even know. Like I said, I gotta really go look at that interview. I just found out the other day, so I was looking at it before I went to go pick up my stuff. How you do, lady? So, I just checked it out, like only like 5 minutes. Then I had, it made my stomach hurt. I had to take a shit. I was watching maybe like 5 minutes, and watching the interview made my stomach hurt. I had to go take a shit. I like my shit sideways. And that's what I want you to understand. We're gonna go. Like I said, I haven't been here for 2 weeks. They try and knock off my shit. So this live right here, folks, tape it. This next live I'm going to do on this situation, tape it. And I'm going live this entire month. Okay, I'm gonna go live this entire month because I go to court. Oh, not this month itself, but the month of November. The month I'm letting you know, I'm going live damn near like 3 days, 4 days a week next week. Next month, and giving you the rundown and breakdown of the Umar Johnson saga. I'm not even gonna lie, folks. Let me let you know. Let me give you the quick briefing because we talk about flip flopping. I'm gonna stay focused on what I'm doing. I already ordered 2,500 flyers for these live streams I'm talking about right now. Like, I'm just telling you what I'm doing, but in the real world, what I'm doing right now, I done ordered 2,500 flyers for this live stream I'm about to do. Hopefully, this will be one of the biggest live streams I ever have, in regards to me doing live streams. Because I'm talking to Philly right now in this live stream. Because Philly's gonna know about their boy Umar. I'm about to put Umar on Philly's map once again. Because Philly gonna know what he's up to. A lot of Philadelphians probably not even tuned into all this Umar Johnson sector. But because I'm in Philly, I'm gonna make Philly aware this entire month. So I'm trying to get up. I got the first 2,500. I'm trying to get 10,000 flyers for this entire month. This live stream breakdown. It's basically, the countdown to the 30th. That's when we go to court, the 30th. So for all you flip floppers out there, you about to find out the real deal on your boy. For all you flip floppers out there, you about to find out the real deal of where the finances went, why it's taking so long. So we're going to do the countdown to Umar Johnson versus Don M, or Don M versus Umar Johnson. So we launching those flyers. So if you would like to help out, make that one of the greatest live streams I ever had. You can donate to $IcyDon167. I need flyers. I need flyers. I need flyers. There's always golden flyers. It never changed. You know what I'm saying? I always gonna need flyers. Okay, because I like flyers, because everybody's not tuned into your channel. So I gotta get them tuned into me. So and I ain't just talking about channel. I got a lot of things I'm doing. Oh, check me out. You know what? I got a party. Where my flyer? Where my color flyer? I got a party coming up this Friday for the kids. It's an ancestral party. They want to celebrate ghosts and shit like that. Well, we're gonna celebrate our ancestors. We have enough people that passed away, and we have enough people that is alive. I'm gonna cover that right there. This is what I'm doing. It's for the kids. Like I say, I don't know if you can see 100%. So I want you to understand that I'm quiet because I'm doing things quietly, always. Don't need to be always asking people for support. So when I do come and ask for support, it's really needed. I'm gonna show you something so you know that Icy Dawn is real. I was looking up the whole thing on Halloween too, though. Halloween was called souling. You know what I'm saying? Poor people would visit the houses of rich, wealthy families and receive pastries called soul cakes. Those are but you know what I'm saying? That's why they was talking about check your rate and check your apples for raisins, because they crazy, folks. They crazy. In exchange for a promise to pray for the souls of the homeowner's dead relatives. So they want kids to come to their house. They give them a soul cake, a possessed cake, and they ask the kid to just do a prayer for their ancestors. Well, folks, that's what their Halloween's about. So we're doing a ancestral day, and we're going to ask everyone to show up, come down, support this cause. We're going to have some fun games. It's going to be a learning experience, and we want to be blessed. We want to be blessed by the living. We want to be blessed by God, and we want those who are gone to see what we've done with the blessing that was given to us and smile. So it starts with the youth. It starts with the kids, and that's why we need your help and your support. I bagged up like 60 bags of candy, and I spent a lot of money on this candy, and I'm like, damn, I need those bags because I expect to have at least 150 kids show up. So if you can help support the cause of the candy, you know what I'm saying? If you like to support the cause, I have the good shit. I ain't getting the cheap stuff neither, folks. I don't get no cheap shit. I get the good stuff. We're gonna have pretzels and water ice. If you'd like to help and support the cause, you can $ Icy Don 167. That's this Friday and this Saturday. I'm launching my employment expo at the same time. So the little kids, the parents, they can find out they can be part of the Project Pick Me Up Families event. And the young adults, the young youth, they can come down and find out how they can be part of the employment training camp that we launching this fall and winter season, the whole training camp. And then it's going to lead into the springtime of full-time employment. So look at that. That's why we're preparing these flyers, because we're launching a lot of things. And we'll be doing this channel too. We're going to do separate YouTube. I'm going to be doing things from this channel, so they can come check out these videos and really know where I'm at, how I think and everything. So they know who's the person behind the program. No front and shit. Okay? So I'm going to do it from this channel. So with your help and support, we'd be major. So with the flip-flopping, like I say, a lot of people saying, where's Tiffany? Where's Tiffany? Where's Tiffany at? I hear, saying she be in some people's lives and shit like that. But you know why she did a little flip-flop for me and really took a lot of attention off me? Because she had a whole lot of heat underneath her ass. And she knows it. So she had to do a quick flip-flop and disappear. And she even kind of like they all say, she's even quiet on that whole Umar Johnson situation. Why? That's something to really investigate. Why is she so quiet on the Umar Johnson situation? She's going to defend and say, no, I'm not quiet. I'm just behind the scenes. No, bitch, you quiet. You quiet. Why is you so quiet? You nervous on something? You know something behind the scenes that we don't know? He bullshitting. You know he did something funny style. What, he jerked you out some money? What's going on with that Tiffany Griff shit where she's flip-flopping now or something? She's not really spotlighting out there. Oh, because she basically somehow, some way got that whole, she was part of that good guy crew. She just got them to, just leave the whole Umar Johnson situation alone, not talk about it, let it be. So she's not going to talk about it. That's the whole game plan. So maybe not flip-flopping. They just strategizing. But nah, he goes to court. He just had court the other he had court just recently with his child, with his children. October 19th, he just had court. Then next month he go to court again. That's why he said that he can't do nothing until after he deal with this court shit. Y'all didn't hear him say those words. I'm filling in the blanks. Y'all like trying to figure out why he's saying at the end of the year, beginning of next year, because he has to deal with this court shit. And depending on his November 30th, if he wins, then he can skate and he can be happy. But I win is how I win. That's all depends on how I win. And at first, you know what I'm saying, I had no intentions of really, really going so hard and talking about the shit. But realistically, how I win is the most important part of this whole 2 year. Yes, this whole 2 years of you guys, this dude, actually done because the end result of what takes place and how she's going to chastise. That's the thing. She's going to chastise. I wish I had a computer brain, like a computer memory where I can memorize. Maybe I write some of these things down. Quotes. Okay, I'm gonna write down I'm gonna write down 10 of the hottest quotes, or at least 5 of the hottest quotes this judge said to Umar about the situation and how she, shut him up. Hopefully, I can have a pen right. Hope I can, because I'm going to break down like how she shut this nigga up, because he's probably going to use this and say, "Look what he do! Look what he gonna do! See?" Because he no way. And if you do it, I'm glad you did that. That's my best, because I'm trying to figure out who went there and said on the court. Everything's taking so long because someone went to the courts and said that I put information on YouTube. I do all my videos. I ain't have nothing put up that I put up. And I said to the judge, like, "Yo, get these people because I trust them. I know they're going to report this shit." So this is funny. So all this flopping shit with this whole Umar, this whole November 3rd shit comes down the road, and it really comes out. Y'all need that now. Like I said at the beginning, you had warriors, you had cookie cross people, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? You had good guys, then you had John and the true story of facts. That's you're gonna be on. Don't wait for the facts to come out. You get the reality, like, damn, I really support this guy 2,500, and this fraud. So it's time for you to find the last flip in the bed, turn to the right side, the side that you're always gonna lay on. There's a lot of people, like, they lay on their back, they lay on their side, they lay on their front, they like to lay on the front and the side, the side was gonna lay on, and stay put. But this is not over. There's so many people that I'm here I've done spoke to in the world. I was in jail. The last time I was in jail, I was talking to this dude. He Long Island. He had gun charge. And I'm recording all this other shit. And so he's telling me this whole story, right? And then, I'm talking, and I mentioned Umar out of nowhere because we talk about a lot of shit. And I said, "Yeah, you heard him?" Yeah, I heard him. I actually a follow. And so I'm talking. He said, "Word?" He said, "Damn, man, I even donate to him. Yo. I gave him like $25. If he said $25, he decided to donate to him. He was a MTA worker. He worked for New York City Transit. He started getting to custom guns. You know what I'm saying? He get locked up. And so my whole thing is, it has a person that I didn't speak to who to say, "Oh, I can't say it has been." A lot of people said, "No, I don't know," but has there been a person that didn't say that? Not only they said, they also said they donated. That's the problem. Like, damn, you donated too. Oh, a couple years ago. Oh, so you didn't hear my story? Nah. Okay. let's say, folks, it's not talking the facts and the real story on a continuous basis. It's like losing the victory. Trying to X me out the conversation is losing the overall victory of proving a fact. If your fact is that he's a fraud, prove it with facts. I'm the only one with documents saying that he must go to court. There's not another soul outside his family, his parent, his baby mama that has documents to say he got to go to court. That's some deep shit. Those are facts. You stick with the facts, you get more of the right energy. You know what I'm saying? You stick with all that other wrong shit, and then you're going in your personal life, you're gonna get wrong energy. You're not really knowing why, because you was putting out false negative energy because you was using that demonic portal. Okay, flip floppers. And so in your personal life, we probably won't even know. But in your personal life, shit might be going wrong. Oh, because you did that live, and you talked that wrong, that wrong, that wrong, that wrong. You put that energy out, that energy out, that energy out, and this is what happens to you, motherfucker. But if you get the right narrative, you get right. I remember when I went to jail, I know what I said, and I know what happened right after what I said. I was, shoot, I had to eat that. And so when I'm out, now that I'm out, I'm no, watch what y'all say. Watch what y'all say. If you ain't talking facts, watch what you say. You might get a flat out of nowhere. Watch what you say. So all your flip floppers who say all this dusty dawn shit, all this horrible shit. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. I keep saying shit, but that's all it was. You're gonna find out that, you know what I'm saying, you gonna wish that you really stayed focused and stayed on the side that you originally was on. Because there's no way that I could came on these streets and you've really been hating me. There was no reason to be hating me unless you was just a 100% Umar Johnson supporter. But for all those people who was not Umar Johnson supporters, who showed love and then they flip flop on me, talked about me, came back, showed love, and flip flopped on me. You should have from the beginning. If we would have stayed focused, I'm talking about those people who flip flopped on me. All those people who supported and donated to me. This message is now to you. Every single one of you. Every single one of you who donated to me. Who for some reason, Slew, this ain't for you, champ, all right? All right. This ain't to you. For all those people who donated to me and flip-flop, right? You don't have to give a fuck about me or nothing like that. But just understand your personal life, because of all that flip-flop you did, something might have happened and was triggered because of your flip-flopping to me. Because I'm high up in this energy. I'm not low down in the energy. I'm high up in this energy. I'm trying to get my last few stripes. So you do wrong to me, your karma is not going to be nice. It's time to really get with the right program, and let's focus on moving forward, like I said at the beginning, in the right manner. Prayerfully, I have enough children to show up for this event. Prayerfully, we're really launching something major. Prayerfully, we can grow something huge, not just in Philly, not just in New York, but in the city near you, your city, because we focus on our young people. There's no flip-flopping on my end on what I say. And that's why you have to have it in your heart. If you're going to support, really support. And for what reason you stop supporting? Because this person said he's ungrateful. That was a portal. That person was a portal because the hate from within. Sorry that they was weak and allowed hate in, but that was hate from within. But stay focused because the journey is not over. Thank you for your listening ear. Thank you for your support. Peace. Something I want to say at the very beginning, that's I might say at the very end. I can't remember what it was. I knew I was gonna forget it, but I probably said it sometime throughout the live, just unconsciously said it. But I'm gonna rewind this live, and whatever it was that I wanted to say, hopefully I remembered, I'll put in the comment. But I know I wanted to say something early in this live. But shout out to all you flip floppers on what level you are at. I don't know if you was a flip flopper is a person who's a college degree recipient. I don't know if you're a flip flopper who's a person who just a high school degree recipient. I don't know if you're a flip flopper who is a special ed person, or if you're just a retard. But shout out to you all. Hopefully you can rise up the next stage in life next year, and hopefully you can be a better person. That goes for me too. But stop flip flopping. Peace.